Hey El Paso, welcome back to another segment of Local Icons. And today, he's just not an icon, he's an influencer. You might have seen him on Instagram, extremely famous for his work. He has special magical hands. He's a hairstylist, but not just a hairstylist, he's also an artist. I'm excited for you guys to meet who he is. Welcome in, Mr. Jesse Art, local icon, local influencer. And of course, what a magical hand, my man. How are you, bud? Have a seat. Absolutely, have a seat, have a seat. We got you a special coffee.
Oh, thank you.
Coffee.
Like coffee.
Coffee that gets you a little dizzy.
Oh, okay, that's the best.
All right, Mr. Jesse. People know you as Jesse Art. They can find you on Instagram, Jesse Art 8. I found you by coincidence, by the grace of God, for several months now. I've been following your work, and we're in the modeling business here, we're in the production business, so it's kind of natural for me to always be looking out for special individuals.
Scouting you.
Scouting, exactly. And El Paso has a lot of, great individuals with so much talent, and we need to kind of expose them and let everybody who they are. Your work is amazing, and I want you to tell everybody, watching, where does Jesse come out from? Where does he grow up? How does he turn into this great hairstylist? How did that happen?
Cool. Well, thank you for having me first and foremost. Well, my name's Jesse Arturo Vera. I'm 28 years old. I grew up in El Paso, but I was born in LA. Born in LA, raised in El Paso, and I've been raised here since I was little. Grew up in Segundo Barrio, so I was raised in the hood since I was little. Went to Bowie High School after my freshman year. I went to Bel Air High School, graduated from Bel Air, and did cosmetology right after high school, and I've been doing it for almost 10 years now. So
wow, and in 10 years, I'm going to tell you that in only 10 years, because 10 years might seem like a lot, but it really isn't. When
it's
you're
just the
beginning.
Kickstart. Yeah,
exactly,
kickstart,
it's just the beginning.
For sure.
I started following you because your work is above and beyond anybody else's work. The amount of color that you work with and dyeing, hair, gives you an edge. But above and beyond that, you carry this vibe and this aura with you. That's totally different. So you started cosmetology right after high school. By the way, I was a teacher at Bel Air.
Oh, no way.
2003 to 2010.
What'd you teach?
Journalism. I did the yearbook.
Oh shit! Yeah.
I didn't want to say anything to the interview. So you graduated what year?
I graduated 09.
09. So I was still there.
Yeah.
I left in 2010.
Yeah. I think that's probably where I remember
You were like,
you
I had a ponytail.
That's probably where I remember you from. Yeah.
I had a ponytail.
Yeah.
So small world. Huh?
Yeah, small.
But
world.
you said you did Bowie first.
Yeah, I did Bowie half of my freshman year. Then we moved to Giles Road, which is right behind Bel Air. And I went my second semester of freshman year into Bel Air, and I graduated from there.
Cool. Yeah. So you feel the Bear, or do you feel the Highlander?
I feel the Bear because that's like everyone that I grew up with. I went to elementary to Douglas Elementary School. I went to Guillen Middle School. Bowie Bakery was like our thing and stuff. And so my sister, she's actually a sheriff, and she graduated from Bowie High School. So I looked up to her a lot. So I always classify myself as a Bear because it was just.
But you know what? You went from hood to a hood.
Yeah. I know everybody. Yeah.
So you did Bel Air. Did you go to a program there? Bel Air's cosmetology
No,
program?
I didn't.
Okay,
no.
so it
I
was
did
right out
swimming.
the
I was a swimmer.
You were a swimmer?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
cool.
one of the things that nobody really knows. But yeah, I was in the swim team the 4 years that I was in high school. And from Bowie to Bel Air. So.
And my son's back there like, yeah.
Yeah, you're a swimmer too? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he was a swimmer from Socorro.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
okay. So they practice in the Rio. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah. Hey, that's how we got our big back. Yeah.
That's how he got all brown.
Yeah.
Anyway, so little, I mean, little did I know that you were gonna be also an athlete. You
Yeah.
know? So I see that you
Try
keep
it.
up with your fitness as well.
Yeah.
You're always at the gym.
Yeah.
You're always hitting it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Shane Martinez is my trainer and stuff, and I've been training with him for.
Shane Martinez?
Yeah, Shane
What?
Martinez. Yeah.
He's a good friend of mine.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
We
Yeah.
actually, back in the day, I used to compete, and we started competing together.
Oh, cool,
Yeah.
cool, cool. Yeah, yeah.
So you go to Sun City?
Sun City, yeah.
That's
He's
awesome.
my mentor. He's the one with the cheat list whenever I have to like eat out, and he'll be like, get this and get that and stuff. Yeah. So.
You're looking good, my man.
Thank you. Thank
And
you.
I need to point out what you're wearing, because I think that's going to be part of the topic today. So
Cool.
I want you to, let us know, what are you wearing exactly?
Well, my suit is from
This-
ASOS.com. My accessories, my bag, my chains, they're from my really good friend Joel. He hand makes all of his accessories. He's from LA, and you can find them under Average Citizen on Instagram. And yeah, he's pretty dope.
Do me a favor, can you stand up real
Yeah,
quick?
yeah, for sure,
I want the
yeah.
camera over here to capture exactly what you're wearing.
Yeah.
Why don't you get on that side real quick?
Right here?
No, sorry, you're fine.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Come over here, Caesar, go to that side. There we go. And then pan them. I want everybody to see your style. Man, this is super, super dope. And you got, hold on, you gotta carry this.
Oh, I gotta carry this for sure.
Check that out, guys. If that's not style, genuine style, I don't know what is. Yes. All right, my man. Have a
Yeah,
seat.
and my friend's the GOAT. He's designed for Black China. He's done Lizzo. He's done
Really?
one of the Austin twins. Like, yeah, so it's pretty good. You guys can follow him
That's
on Instagram.
Awesome
Yeah.
that you're sporting their stuff,
Yeah.
always,
Handmade,
supporting.
and he's Latino too, so even more props to him.
That's dope,
For
that's
sure,
dope.
yeah.
Tats. When was your first tat?
My
Because you're
first-
covered
Yeah.
in tats.
Yeah, well, actually, my first tattoo was like a homemade tattoo, which is this little heart and peace sign that I have here.
Yeah.
I got this in Juarez in like a house party. I know when I was like young and stuff. So my first professional tattoo was like owl right here, and I got that at
Press
House
the
of Pain. House of Pain, and when he redid this, he retouched that one, and yeah, that was my first professional tattoo. That was like my first homemade tattoo.
Got it.
And the rest was history, man.
The rest is
Just
history, 'cause now
just
there's-
got hooked on it afterwards, but yeah.
Man, and I mean, this is why, the art comes in. Not only as your second name, Arturo,
Yeah.
but honestly, I attributed your username in Instagram to the art. That's how I put it together. You have quite a bit of art. You do art with your hands.
Yeah.
You dress with some sort of art.
Yeah.
So it just fits you just right.
Yeah, I
man.
like to
Your
fit
mom
it
did a good
all.
job with your
Yeah.
Arturo on there.
Yeah, I like to fit it all in one picture, like I use myself and my fashion and the way I like to dress and stuff as part of like marketing myself and
Yeah.
attracting people to want to come to me, it's just like a whole
The whole vibe.
yeah, it's a whole vibe, and it's like Instagram's part of like my second job. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like
Absolutely.
take pictures for.
But you
my
only
people
upload
and-
quality stuff.
Yeah, good quality stuff. Yeah,
Yes.
for sure.
You've been working in this for 10 years. What was the build up like? Did you start off in a rinky-dinky hole-in-the-wall, studio, or you went straight into where you're at now? Because I know that where you're at is
Yeah.
some really high-end stuff.
Yeah, no, well, I started at Master Cuts inside the Cielo Vista Mall.
Okay.
Those open space salons and stuff where everybody could walk
Yeah.
by and look at you and stuff. So I started there for a couple of months. Then one of my other best friends, Jeanette, she's a hairstylist. She's been doing it for quite a bit. She scouted me through Facebook and stuff, and she was like, "Come to Frida K." I don't know if you remember that salon, Frida K Salon. It was on Yarborough and the Gateway.
Yeah. It was next to the Applebee's.
Yeah, next to the Applebee's. Yeah,
absolutely.
the Applebee's, the Cabo Joe's, and she was there. So she scouted me and she kind of brought me under her wing, and she was an educator. She would do shows and stuff like that. So she kind of took me under her wing, and like, she kind of like brought me out into the world where like, hey, you're an artist, you know, you could market whatever clients you want, you could market whatever kind of hair you want to do, and it kind of just took off from there. So
wow.
yeah,
So from Master Cuts to Frida K to now
at the Ivy Salon.
Ivy Salon. So now you're at Ivy Salon.
Yeah, I'm at the Ivy Salon.
Where's Ivy Salon located?
It's located downtown in the Mix Plaza. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Some high caliber stuff.
Yeah, so and we actually got Best Salon in El Paso this past year, so
Rock
it was
on,
pretty
man.
cool for the city of El Paso. So
Rock on.
Shout out to the Ivy.
So your clients range literally from boys, girls.
Women, I just target women.
Okay.
Yeah, I really don't do men's cuts unless it's gonna be like a color service and stuff, but mainly women's haircuts, color extensions and stuff. Yeah.
That's where the money's at, though.
Yeah.
That's where the money's at.
Yeah.
So now you're working at the Ivy Salon. You're putting out, you know, your time there. But earlier, right before the interview, you mentioned you belong to a different celebrities company. What was it that you were talking about?
Oh, it's called Celeb Luxuries. Yeah.
Tell me about that. How does that come into play with you now?
Yeah. Well, I've been using their products for a couple of years now, and they kind of like just scouted me through Instagram. I would just tag them using their products and stuff, and they kind of just scouted me one day, and they kind of told me like, "Oh, can we put you on a call with my main manager? It's gonna be 3 people on the call. We want to have a talk with you." So I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." You know, I didn't know what it was about or whatever. And they basically just said like, "We like what you do. We like what you represent. We like your aesthetic of your work, and we kind of just want to bring you into the company, and we would love for you to be part of like our education team and do convention shows with us and stuff." So that was a Tuesday. Then they flew me out the following Thursday. I went to San Jose and I did my first convention show, which I had never done and stuff. So I kind of just went in with it, like,
wow, that fast.
Yeah, not knowing much. I hadn't even gone through the training for their products and stuff. I kind of just put myself in there, and yeah, I'm already been 2 years with the company and stuff. So
like me,
good.
They kind of saw the same thing in you. I mean, that's the way I see you. You know, I saw your page. You know, you're totally an influencer. You know, an artist, but you're influencing so much through your channel or through your account that I think, you know, it's all about a good vibe, man.
Yeah, thank you, and I appreciate that. You know, I appreciate that, and I hope like, I don't really like to call myself like an influencer because I feel like it sounds kind of cocky, you know. Yeah. But I think it's like, as long as I'm doing it for a good reason, you know, maybe for like upcoming artists and stuff who are really like you know, getting their feet wet on the industry and stuff. Like, you know, I think anybody could do what I do as long as they have like the passion for it, the creativity, and the consistency to, you know, make their portfolio out of just like Instagram and marketing themselves through Instagram, and it's free advertising and stuff, you know. Yeah. So just take advantage of it and
absolutely, you know,
run with it. Yeah, run with it. Social media that's what I did.
Yeah, social media has become a huge resource to any business or any celebrity or any performer. It's a huge platform, and taking the time to build it as if it was a business is what, you know, gets you to that point. Yeah. And earlier you said, you know, influencer sounds a little cocky. It really does. I totally agree with you. But there's some truth in it, you know. If you use it correctly, you know, to motivate and, like I said, inspire, like this show is designed to do. I think it's totally valid, you know, to give you that title. Yeah. And I'll be the first. Yeah. I'll be the first
to baptize it. I take it from. Okay. You'll be the first one.
You'll be the first, and I want to take that credit. And I'm gonna, you know, baptize you because this show is not, you know, it's not fairly new, and we're looking for those vibes, people like you know, to motivate, inspire. With that being said, what's the biggest barrier that you've encountered, you know, in these last 10 years? Maybe as a hairstylist, you know, because let's just face it, the world of cosmetology is pretty big.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
It's
and
a
there's
huge
a
world,
lot,
yeah. What's the biggest barrier that you've encountered? I mean, competing with so many, and then
Yeah.
being in the #1 salon,
Yeah.
to having a great, you know, a following in your Instagram
Yeah.
account. What's the biggest, you know,
Yeah.
barrier or trick that you had to learn?
Well, I think the biggest like barrier would probably be myself, like, you know, comparing myself to other people that I look up to and being like, oh, why am I not at their position yet? And kind of wanting to like, you know, what's that saying? You wanna run before you could.
Yeah, run before you can walk.
Yeah, yeah, and I think just that's it. You know, just kind of like comparing myself to others and being kind of like, why am I not at that position? People that I look up to, that I followed for a while and stuff. But I think other than that, I mean, it's been pretty good, you know, like all the people that I've encountered, all my clients, all the bosses that I've worked for, salon owners, friends, colleagues, and I think other than that, it's been pretty good, you know. I'm pretty grateful for every opportunity that I've gotten, either bad or good, you know.
That's good.
My mom always tells me, al mal tiempo, buena cara, you know, so
Al mal
that,
tiempo, hey.
al mal tiempo, buena cara, so
Eso
that's
sí.
always my mindset, you know, it's always
Smile,
my mindset,
man.
even when something, it's a little hiccup in the road, like, you know, I appreciate it, I take it in, and I just see how I could just overcome it and make the best out of it.
You live and
know?
learn.
Yeah, you live and learn, and you can't dwell on everything, because te jodes tú mismo, you know?
Te jodes tú
Yeah.
mismo. This show has actually been done in Spanish as well.
Yeah.
And very well said. I mean, I couldn't say any better. You have to kind of trip over. And that's one thing that I think every local icon that's come to this show has shared, and that you guys all have in common is, you know, it kind of sucks, you know, to lose. Not too long ago, I was talking to another artist, Bebop, and he said, you know, I've been booed off stage.
Yeah.
But this is what makes you stronger. You know,
Yeah.
it's part of life.
Yeah.
If you don't go through this, you
Yeah.
know, it's handed to you.
Yeah, and you need those things, you know, you need those things to appreciate the good things, and I think it's good to be critical of yourself and analyze yourself and see what you could do to just take it to the next level, rather than dwell on like your weaknesses,
Yeah.
you know, and you just keep it moving.
Because we all have those weaknesses.
Yeah,
we all have
them,
strengths.
but we need them to appreciate our good traits, you know, our
Absolutely.
for sure.
Absolutely. All right. So what else is before we, you know, sign off? What else is in the making for Jesse Art?
What else is in the making? Well, right now I'm really enjoying. Well, right now we're of course on hold because of the whole pandemic and
Yeah.
stuff. With the company I work with, Celeb Luxury, doing the beauty convention shows and stuff like that. So that's on hold for right now. But I don't know. Right now I'm enjoying my freedom, the freedom I have of just like going in, booking my own appointments, you know, creating art, shooting people. And I think I'm just pretty much enjoying that until we could get back on the road with
Yeah.
doing shows and stuff. And I just want to see what other brands I could possibly work with and just keep on moving up, you know. We're always I'm a dreamer, so I'm always wanting more out of any situation, you know. Like I intake it, I'm grateful for it, and then I'm like, okay, what's the next step from here, you know? I'm like hungry. I'm always wanting more and stuff. And it's just part
do
of
you ever
it.
see yourself owning a salon?
I think a lot of my clients ask me that as well. Like,
Yeah.
when is your salon opening up, or when are you gonna? But I don't know. Right now, I'm really grateful for the boss that I have. You know, the salon where I work at. I'm comfortable right now. I'm comfortable right now, and I know owning a business is like a big commitment, and you gotta kind of like tie yourself into it, you know. And right now, I'm just about to be 29. I'm still enjoying my freedom, traveling and stuff. So right now I'm just having fun creating art, doing hair, getting little gigs off here and there and stuff. And
We'll keep doing it, man, because you're doing a
Thank
good
you.
job.
Thank you.
Totally. It's been a pleasure. It was one of my goals this year to meet you.
Cool, thank you. I appreciate
I
it.
totally look up to your work. Love your style. Totally dig it.
Thank you.
And I want, once again, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
How can people reach you for work,
Yeah.
for gigs, for for their hair or
Yeah.
whatnot?
Well, they could find me on my Instagram, JessR8. And they want to book me for work. I have a booking button on my Instagram profile.
Okay.
They could click the book button, and all new clients do need a consultation prior to booking.
Okay.
So they'll have to get a consultation first, and I'll go ahead and book them in. But yeah, it's pretty
Awesome.
pretty simple.
The
Yeah.
consultation is more like to see exactly what they're what the work is for.
fill out their hair, see if they're like somebody that I could like potentially like put my work into, and make sure their hair is like healthy and it's doable, and see what they want to do, see what their mind kind of wants to like create, and see if I could deliver that for them, and if not, well then I'll just have to like.
You have videos, right? You brought some videos that we can look into.
Yeah.
of some
I
of your
have a
work.
bunch of hair videos and
All right,
stuff.
before
yeah.
we sign off, I want to roll this video of Mr. Jesse Art. Man, Jesse, that type of hair is crazy, man. Like, how do you get it from a regular to a like bright yellow? That's some talent, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Skills.
It's just that Celeb Luxury, the company that I work for. I mean, they're super pigmented. They're just color depositing shampoos and conditioners. So one shampoo could give you red hair, purple hair, yellow hair.
That's
yeah,
crazy.
so
That's awesome.
super simplistic to use and stuff. So.
That's cool.
And that's one of my muses, Baby Spice. So
Yeah?
a good makeup artist. So you guys should look into her.
There's you've been working with, I'm sure your clientele is all over El Paso. Give me some of your highlights. Who do you work with that you're proud of, that's kind of like your branding, your names and signatures all over?
Yeah. Well, I think one of my highlights from this past year is probably gonna be Crystal Poppin. She's our little desert daisy queen. She's from Segundo Barrio. She's a hip hop artist. She opened up for Cardi B this past October, and I kind of just slid into her DMs and I was like, oh, if you need a hairstylist for your show, let me know and I'll be more than happy to do your hair. And she kind of told me like, well, I really just do my own hair, but I'm kind of down if you want to. And yeah, October 5th came, I got out of work early and she was like, oh, this is the hotel where we're staying at, if you want to hit us up. I hit her up, I did her hair and we kind of just vibed, you know. She's a really cool girl, she's super sweet, down to earth, and yeah, she opened up for Cardi B and from there we kept in contact and I've done her hair a couple of times already. I did her hair and I styled her as well because she was like, oh, I like your style, like you should just dress me one of these days. And I was like, all right, cool. So she had a show at El Rey Muerto
Rey
Bar.
Muerto.
Yeah, Rey Muerto Bar, and she was gonna do a show there and she was like, oh, I'm coming in from out of town, if you could style me up. And yeah, like I kind of got some of my clothes, I ordered like a couple of tops and we kind of just, you know,
put it all together.
I got my makeup artist friend and yeah, we put it together. And
so it was only a coincidence that she, like you, was from the Segunda Barrio.
Yeah,
so that was just a coincidence.
Yeah, that was just a coincidence.
Oh, I figured you guys knew each other because you guys grew up there.
No.
Because she's fairly young too.
Yeah, she's young. I'm not exactly sure on her age, but yeah, I just kind of had seen from what people had posted and been like, oh, Crystal poppin', and I kind of followed her a little bit.
Yeah.
So when I knew she was opening up for Cardi B, I'm gonna take my little chance and
Boom.
slide into her DMs and be like, hey, what's up, you know? And yeah, that's kind of how it happened. And I styled her like a couple of times already and done a show for her in Cruces in El Paso. And yeah, like she's a pretty cool girl and she's going up there, you know? She's
That's
super
dope.
talented.
I'm hoping that you can bring her on and tell her that, we'd like to have her here.
Yeah,
so
for
if you're
sure.
watching, Crystal, we need you here, okay?
Yeah.
Definitely a local icon.
For sure, a local icon.
All right, just to close off the show, once again, thank you. And we're gonna close off with this video that you worked on of Crystal Poppin'. So let's check it out. You guys have a good one.
Yeah. Feeding my family, I'm living off telling the truth. Yeah. If you see me pull up, I'm in something that don't got a roof. Yeah. And this ain't no capping, I do this for real, bitch, I do. Yeah. And I got the proof, I got the proof. Yeah. Feeding my family, I'm living off telling the truth. Yeah. If you see me pull up, I'm in something that don't got a roof. And this ain't no capping, I do this for real, bitch, I do. And I got the proof, Got a J1 in my passenger, rolling us a lavender. Every room I walk in, man, I click to spot a scavenger. Shout out to my manager, Chris in my caliber. That deposit gotta clear before it's on my calendar. All in my ear and you talking about business, but you don't got dough to be buying the merch. My time productive, I cannot afford any leisure. This flow is a feature and fuck a free feature. I don't got the time, you bitches can only go half of my grind. I am the truth, ever clip 100 potency. Always please honestly, I got the proof. Yeah. Feeding my family, I'm living off telling the truth. If you see me pull up, I'm in something that don't got a roof. And this ain't no capping, I do this for real, bitch, I do.